The Meta Quest is arguably the most popular VR headset on the market. Underneath all of the sleek plastic and custom-made Horizon software, it's actually just a running Android. And where this Android? There are power users asking one big question: what happens if you root it? In this video, we're diving into the reality of rooting a Quest headset. What happens if your device, how Meta lockdown mechanisms works, and what Meta servers are doing in the background 24/7 while you're playing. First, let's clear a commotion and misconception. Sideloading is not rooting. Meta visually lets you enable a developer mode and sideload APKs, files like using SideQuest or ADB. That gives you elevated app installation permissions, but it does not give you root access. Root access means that gaining full administrative control over the Linux kernel and system partition. Achieving a true root on a modern Quest devices requires an unlocked router or an unpatched kernel exploits. Meta locks down at the bootloader with cryptographically assigned the hardware keys and enjoy verified boot. If you do manage to root the timer with the system partitions on a Quest, here's what immediately happens to the device level. First, the cryptographic signature fill up with boot. Unless AVP is completely bypassed, the headset will refuse to boot, dropping into a bootload or hard break state. White 9 DRM keys breaks. Many streaming apps like Netflix or Disney Plus will let it stop working in HD or 4K or otherwise crash entirely. Meta uses AP partition seamless update. If system partitions don't match expected SHA hashes over the air, system updates will fail. Now let's talk about the cloud side. What if your Meta Quest is constantly communicating back to our Meta servers? And what happens when a rooted or modified headset tries to connect? Every time your headset boots up to a connection or connects to the internet, it performs a hardware attestation, similar to the Android Play Integrate or Safety Net. The Quest sends a cryptographic token side by the headset secure enclave back to Meta's authorization servers. If the system detects a tampered boot images, modified system libraries, or invalid hardware signatures, it flags the session. This can lock you out from the Meta Horizon social features, multiplayer servers, and the Meta Store. Meta uses server-side entitlement checks. When you launch a game or app, the OS sends an APE request verifying that your Meta account owns the license for the specific app version and device ID. Ruining the headset does not bypass the server-side entitlement checks for online games because the remote server verifies the token before letting you join. In the background, Meta runs several system daemons and analytics services that logs thermal levels, battery decay, frame drops, memory usage, relapse you open, session length, crash dumps, and other more. While raw camera feeds pass through a SLAM tracking are processed locally on DSP or SOT for our privacy. Spatial anchors or guardian setup metrics communicate with Meta's spatial servers to manage environment profiles. So can Meta ban you if they catch you running a modified software or tampered system files? Well, according to the Meta supplemental TOS and developer policies, modifying a software to bypass entitlement checks or disrupt the pirated content directly violates the TOS. Modifying games files locally like bitmaps in Beat Saber is good to generally tolerated under the non-commercial fair use guideline, as long as it does not involve piracy or cheating in multiplayer. Gaining full root access isn't angrily illegal, but if it detects them via remote attestation, Meta reserves the right to suspend your Meta account or revoke access to the purchased digital content. To wrap it up, to follow remote, sideload gives you 90% of the freedom you actually want. Custom apps, ATP tweaks, custom environments without risking your device. Joe Rudy breaks your edge of every reboot, disables TRM, fails server attestation, and risk of breaking your hardware. Behind the scenes, NAND servers are constantly validating of hardware toolkits, account entitlement, system integrity, and telemetry. Would you have a risk of ruining your primary VR headset, or is developer mode enough for you? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dive tech videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.